Today I'm working on another Art for Animals painting, which I guess, okay, right off the bat, if this painting is sold during the month of November, half the purchase price will be donated to the BC SPCA to help out our local lost animals. I do these every month, so when I need an idea, I often use tarot cards to represent a theme to go by, and this month it was the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is another card about persistence through troubles. And this one is more specifically a going through the motions kind of thing, like it's something that you always do, you must do, everyone's depending on you to continue doing what you do. There will just always be some sort of troubles coming around the corner that you will see through. I'm also doing this as part of the Wild Satellite series, where my cat dressed up as an astronaut builds his own satellite and wanders the universe to see new and interesting things. It was like an excuse for me to, one, give my late cat the life that he never had, and two, an excuse to make really interesting environments. And for this one, I wanted to do a fallen tree that was burnt. It's burned from the inside out, and it's being broken down by fungus on the side, and yet there are 10 little sprouts coming out of it as if it was trying to regrow, and that represents the 10 wands as a nod to the card that gave me this idea. And I wanted the sprouts to have a bit of a magical quality to them, so they're going to appear to be glowing. I'm not super great at dramatic lighting effects, so these are not as dramatic as they could be. But I did try a few new things in regards to the way I lit up the cat, standing on the log looking really full of himself. You know, real persistence, real strong, a cat of strength. So instead of the usual easy, soft lit from above and off to the side lighting, I'm experimenting with light that might be shining off of the green leaves from the sprouts that I have to put on later. And so the edges of him that would be brightest, I added a little green tinge to it. I don't think that that's super accurate, but it looks kind of cool, so I'm going with that. So my plan for this Wild Satellite series with the cat, it was my original plan years ago to have enough of these to put on a nice little art show, and it looks like I officially have a date for that. So next year in May in Surrey, BC, I will have a little show featuring whatever I happen to have with this series left, and be able to throw a little celebratory party and maybe, you know, have this idea sort of collected, wrapped up. Hopefully do whatever I wanted to do with it. I'm a little nervous about the logistics of it, so wish me luck on that. Watercolor goes from light to dark, so using layering and planning is super important when it comes to making something look like a source of light, like it's glowing. There are probably lots of different ways to do that, but I am just literally painting around the orb of light surrounding the end of the sprouts. Sometimes I leave it like that, and sometimes I might add a little bit of darkness on the inside to give it more of a deep halo kind of effect. And here I am just marking a grid to do one of my throwback pattern backgrounds that I used to do all the time. I'm adding a little piece of matte board to the back of these leaves so that they stick out from the surface slightly, looking a little 3D effect. There you have it. Check out the links in the description for this one, and thank you so much for watching.